Hey guys!
Hey.
Welcome to episode 4 of our van build. Today we're going to be tackling insulation and subflooring inside our little buddy.
Woohoo! Let's do it.
Yeah! Where are we going, babe?
We're going to Lowe's!
Woo!
We've got a big cart full of insulation.
Yep, we are.
That is going to be the first layer that goes on top of the metal frame that our little house is currently.
Successful.
Rolling down the mountain.
Oh, okay. Right now, that will help to frame out our floor. Construction adhesive, liquid nail. We got some screws.
That's going to line the inside.
Okay. So this is our 1/2-inch plywood that we're going to end up using for our subflooring. And here we have we have some 1/2-inch polyiso insulation that's going to be used for our walls and our ceiling.
So this is full-inch polyiso foam board. And the reason why we have that extra little bit is because it's going on the ceiling and heat rises. That's going to provide a little bit extra insulation for the whole entire space.
And this last type of insulation we have here is 1/2-inch XPS board, which we're going to use for our flooring. The reason we're using this for our flooring rather than the polyiso foam board is because this will be able to hold its R value under compression. So you're going to be walking around on your floor all the time. It's going to have a lot of load under it, your cabinets, anything, the bed, everything like that. So we wanted it to be able to withstand that load and still retain that high R value that's going to protect us from heat transfer.
What's R value?
R value is how you measure insulation. It's R value is the capacity for a material to resist heat flow. So the higher the R value, the better it's going to be as insulation in our van.
Perfect.
Oh, and by the way, these are a bunch of 1x2s that we're going to use for framing the floor and maybe the walls of our van. All right, guys. So while Adam is cutting and measuring our 1x2s for framing the floor of our van, I just wanted to take a quick minute. I don't know if you have noticed based on our last couple of videos that we've put out, but I'm not always a huge part of the van build. And the reason for that is because I'm actually still working full-time as we build out the van. So when I'm busy working Monday through Friday, Adam is out here working on the van, trying to get everything he can done. When I get out of work and on the weekends, I'm available and I'm working with him on the van, doing the build. Sometimes I'm behind the scenes a little bit too, holding the camera. Well, he does a lot of the, I don't know, power tool roofing stuff, but hopefully that'll change a little bit more once, now that we're doing some stuff on the inside of our van as well. But just wanted to give you guys, just wanted to kind of let you guys know what was going on there and why you won't always see me in some of the videos.
Look. Oh, are you really looking? I'm just showing you for real. Look at that. That's the one I just made.
Ooh.
That's a heck of a jigsaw blade.
All right, on to number 2. This is our makeshift, what do you call that? Carpenter's table?
I don't know.
Sawhorse?
Is that even it? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. But we keep forgetting to buy one when we're at Lowe's, so this is what we've got going on. We've got some little cinder blocks. We're putting in this framing on the bottom of our van, and this is gonna be something that A, we can put our insulation in between, and B, it will be a level floor that's gonna be supportive enough to hold up our 1/2-inch plywood subfloor. So this is kind of like the subfloor of our van. Ready to glue. Okay, so we just finished gluing down the framing to the floor before we ran out of liquid nails, which is the glue that we're using. Oh, check it out. All framed out and ready to put some insulation in.
So this is all we could finish on today, which is Sunday, but we have a lot of days left in this week of building, so we'll probably get through this and more things. But let's just show you what we got so far, and we'll check in with you very shortly after. So you can see we've got baseboards, a couple of insulation blocks in, and we're gonna build from there.
Yeah, the goal is to, now that the framing is done, we're gonna take the spray foam and we're gonna stick these foam boards into those little rectangles we've created, and that should hold it nice and tight under the subfloor.
Awesome. All right, we'll do that tomorrow. See you guys later.
See ya.
Hey guys, it's a new day. We've got a lot of work to do. Right now I'm setting up a couple of stations. We're gonna have a station over here for measuring, station over here for cutting, and obviously the station for placing. So we'll get those 3 stations set up right now. Alright, so I just went around the whole van removing these little hook thingies, and I now have run into one that is completely threaded. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's a circle. There is nothing that's going to fit into there. So I've been kind of obsessively trying to figure out how I'm going to get it out and not made any progress anywhere else. So I've decided I'm going to use the angle grinder and just cut all of it and see if I can get it out that way. So let's try that. First I want to take all of these purple things out so none of them get damaged by the sparks. First I want to fry it up a little bit with a crowbar. You know what? I might be able to use that to actually twist it out. Woohoo! Oh, that's hot! Alright, we got them all. Now we can move back to the old insulation game.
Now that the framing is done, we're gonna take the spray foam and we're gonna stick these foam boards into those little rectangles we've created, and that should hold it nice and tight under the subfloor.
The insulation is done. So the last step that we're gonna have to do for this week's episode is gonna be put the subfloor in. That's that big plank of plywood that we have over there. It's gonna have to be cut to shape. I've got the stencils made, just gotta trace them and cut them out and slap them in. That's gonna be it. I think it's time to upgrade this workstation. Voila! All right, let's get to work. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Now let's just get the rest done. Oh, almost lost that one. And it definitely took a shiner on the shin from it. But at least that board's cut. Alright, after many little tiny adjustments, we finally got all of the panels fit to size. The last step for today and for this whole project is going to be to secure those panels to the sub panels with some screws that don't go all the way through the metal, because I don't want to drill any more holes in my van. Okay, so we're going to do that and then we'll be done. So we ended up going with just 1-inch wood screws because we don't want to go all the way into the metal bottom of the van. So we're just going to go straight through the plywood into our sub baseboards, and that should secure it all nicely. Honestly, it could just free float the whole thing, which a lot of people end up doing. So this is kind of somewhere in between free floating it and bolting it down.